Welcome to part 2 of my base. We're going to go up to the 3rd floor, but we're going to have a little pit stop. Okay, so you'll notice I have this door here. And I wanted to show you the crawl space. So every floor in my base has a crawl space. And here, this is where you would get all the pipes and all the wiring, so it doesn't interfere with the inner workings. Now, obviously, if you're putting down an electrical, post or a water, you're going to have a pipe sticking down. But this pretty much in effect, hides it all. All right, let's get up to the next floor. All right, guys. Welcome to my museum. So let's start this way. Here I have my large apex predators. Here I have my sauropods. I have my oceanic scene here. You see I have a megalodon trying to eat these ichthyosaurs. I have this giant squid trying to eat all of these anglerfish. Next we'll come to all of my air animals. Pretty cool. Next we'll come over to the other predator area. As you see, I have predators set up all around. Next we'll come to my insect exhibit. Here I have some more predators. Over here you see I have more predators. Here I have this scene of a battle between dire wolves, a woolly mammoth, and that deer trying to run for its life. And here I have some more herbivores. Gallimimus looks silly. Alright, the next part. As you see here, I have many more animals. Look at that Perluvia. Okay, guys, so that's my museum. So that is pretty much all the finished floors. So now we're going to de-elevate back to the main floor. Alright, everybody. This is where it starts getting a little interesting and creative. Going through this double door. Now you'll notice right here we have this elevator platform. You must stand behind that line. And you'll see why in a moment. Alright, guys, I'm just going to kind of look up in the air just to show you how far this goes down. As you see, we're going way, way, way down. What could I possibly have here? It doesn't sound good. Okay. Welcome to my prison. Obviously, I have plenty of cages here. Pretty scary looking. Now the idea behind this is if you wanted to execute any prisoners, you could dump them there with the Oh, okay, got a little bit there. Ugh. As you can see, guys, it is quite deadly in there. Obviously right here I have some whips. Now you could then whip someone into the spikes to get information out of them. Oof. Plenty of handcuffs. And that is just part of... That's just one way to execute your prisoners. I have a couple other ways. Another way is to punch them into the dire wolves and be torn apart by wolves. And my last form of execution requires to go all the way to the top. Oh, that's not good. Well then, that's a bit of a problem. Let's get that elevator to come back down. That's why you gotta stand in a specific area. Good example right there. And as you see, it takes a really long time for this stuff to come down. Okay, let's go do this again. Okay, standing behind the line. Go back out into the brightness of the sun. Okay. Alright, let's get out to the top. Well, you see how high up we are. Now I'm going to take you to here. Now, if you see down here, you'll notice there's a big tall wall. The reason that's there is because if you run and jump, and you had just left it without that wall, you could actually jump in the ocean and escape. So if you're trying to execute everyone, no matter if they run or jump or where they go, they're going to end up landing in a pool full of Caprasuchus and baryonyx. So that is a very... there's also that little stand which I call the Island of False Hope, which is if you land on that, you'll still be alive long enough for the Caprasuchus to jump, bite, and then drag you to your watery death. So that is another way you can execute your prisoners. So let's go ahead and we're going to show you just... I mean, I think you guys have a pretty good idea how massive this base is. But let's get on Alyssa and let's take an aerial view. Alright, let's go, Alyssa. We're going to go out the main entrance. And we're going to go fly up, up, up. And you'll notice that I have 2 other floors that I could build. And then obviously this is the top of the tower. Oops. Ooh, you don't want to do that. Oh, okay, don't want to do that either. Let's try that again. Here we go. Just to give you some sense of how high up we are. If your character was to jump off of here, you're probably going to die. If you fall down that elevator shaft, most likely you're going to be really hurt or probably most likely dead. Alright, so let's take a little flight. There's something else I want you guys to see, is that this is the prison from the outside. Got guard towers. Difficult to get into. Not impossible to get into, but difficult. You see I built this base into a rock face with sheer cliffs. You can see inside. You can see inside to the museum. You see the large behemoth gate. You can come over here and you can land and take a look inside my garden. And then finally, guys, we can fly right on back down to the aircraft carrier. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it gives you some ideas to make your own base. Obviously, this is a ridiculous amount of resources to build it, but, you know, maybe it'll give you some ideas and clues. Alright, everybody. See you on the next video. Bye.